Hey, such a new fucker. Wasn't sure if it was working. How the heck are you? Whoa. Anyways, maybe I'm tired. Uh, yeah, it's been a day. Fridays are a long day for me. I'm gonna check, make sure everything's working. All right, that looks like I'll set that down there. Maybe if it'll stay. All right, I grabbed a beer and some whiskey. Didn't really have a plan, to be honest with you, and I really wasn't feeling making a cocktail at the moment. And I grabbed this. I picked up a couple weeks back when we were in Northwest Arkansas. This is from Goat Lab Brewery. Um, got it from the Lowell location. This is their My Box, 7.1%. So let's get that poured. But I've had a bottle of holiday whiskey for a while, so I think I need to work my way through it. So I'm going to pour some neat here with you. The rest of that beer poured. Oh, mercy. So I've got the holiday. This is their 1856 original bottled in bond. So it's a 6-year old bottled in bond is 100 proof. Bottled in bond must be at least 4 years. This one is a 6-year old. And if I do a second video, I might get fancy and make a cocktail, but I needed this one to go off quick. I was already behind as I was, worked a little late. I had to take a shower. I originally wasn't gonna, but I was so damn sweaty. I was sweating, man. No, no, you might be able to smell me through the screen here. Anyways, let me show you this bottle. Ben Holiday, 6-year old, 1856 original, bottled and bond, Missouri straight bourbon whiskey. So it's distilled in the fall of 2018, bottled February of 2025. I've had it for a while, so I figured I probably ought to work through it. Got that much left there. Using my holiday glass that I got about a year ago. I actually got it last year on my birthday. We're just about a week shy of that, actually. So I gave myself about a 2.5 ounce pour there. Had to be less trouble. Just pour some whiskey. Oh, mercy, Percy. Oh, some fine whiskey. The distillery is very nice. I was there once. I didn't have a lot of time there, but it's a nice facility. I would like to get back up that way one of these days. But things just keep coming up. Every time I make a plan, something just keeps coming up. Now we got a big vacation coming up later in the year, so I'm not going to be doing anything till we get through that. So it'll be a while before I get to that neck of the woods again. It'll probably be next year at the earliest at this point. Oh, but it's near that's West End. There's a lot of things around. It's got a neat little downtown area. Still touristy, it is, but there's still some nice shops there. It is definitely a town built for tourists. That's for sure. Pick up my Maibach here from Goat Lab Brewing. They've got a location in Lowell and a second location in Fayetteville, but the Fayetteville location is set up more like a sports bar, more so than a brewery tap room, while the Lowell location really is set up like a brewery tap room. I think they're doing all the brewing there at the Lowell location, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Oh, man. First beer of the day, a long day. It's about a 10 and a half hour day on Fridays, which isn't bad. I'm just getting a little old. I have to keep moving or I start to get really tired. It's easier just to keep moving than to stand still. But then the legs and the feet start to hurt. Really starts to hurt once I get home and get everything off and get my feet up. Then all of a sudden the nerve endings start firing up. Oh, that really is a nice beer, man. I love a Maibach. It's got to be one of my favorite styles. This one is done pretty well. When I worked for Saddlebach back in 2016 through 2018, they did a really nice Maibach, man. Did something a little different, though. We added a little Woodruff to it. Which added these beautiful herbal notes to that big malty backbone, you know, it's really good. Uh, had to make that decision, you know, after a long day. So, do you have an alcohol, or do you have some alcohol, or do you take a muscle relaxer? I opted for beer and whiskey, and we'll save the pharmaceuticals. I've been so tired the last few weeks. I haven't been doing much videos, many videos, or drinking much. To be honest with you, I didn't do anything on Tuesday. Just been so tired lately. Got my 61st birthday coming up in about a week or so. But my lovely wife, my lovely wife scheduled a colonoscopy for me 4 days before my birthday. So I've got that to look forward to next week. But I wasn't thinking. I took a few days off around there, and I obviously took the day off of the procedure. But I wasn't thinking that I would need the day before off. I didn't, you know. But anyway, when she called me to tell me what time I needed to be there, they said you need to drink this stuff the day before. Drink half the jug at 5 o'clock. I mean, oh shit! If I go to work at 3:30, we open at 4. I have to drink half of this at 5. Anyway, logistics weren't working, so a coworker was gracious enough to take the shift for me. I just wasn't thinking. It'd been so long since I had it done. About a decade. Uh, uh, did have a nice day at work though. All my usual suspects came and visited me. Wasn't crazy busy. Stayed pretty steady. Kind of came in shifts. Was real busy early on. Then that shift went home, and I was down to just a handful of folks. And the second round came in. It was like that right up to the end. In fact, I was down to 2 people. We closed at 10. Was down to 2 people about 8:30. Then from 8:30 to 9, I had about let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had about a half a dozen more show up, and they stayed with me right up till closing time. So, you know, the funny thing is I'm old and everything hurts. But I mean, as far as the job itself, it's just, I mean, it really is the easiest gig I've ever had in my entire life. I'm not managing a budget. I'm not managing people. I'm not worried about schedules, or even if somebody calls in sick, that's not my issue. It does become my issue, I suppose, when I get asked to work the shift, but that's not that big a deal, right? I'm not scrambling trying to find somebody like back in my retail days, man. Uh, anyways, Sláinte. And I get to pour some of the best craft beer made, and I get to make some fine cocktails. I mean, or some folks wouldn't call our stuff top shelf, but it's very far from the bottom. We don't carry any rock gut stuff at all. There's no, you know, those, you know, well names that everybody knows. Now we're not using any of that stuff. We're using very good products, and I try to use as much local as possible and craft the cocktails accordingly. Using those products. Okay, I know this whiskey has these flavors, so if I combine this with this, I know I'm not necessarily trying to reinvent the wheel, right? Almost everything I do is using uh, the Manhattan or an old fashioned or a martini as a template. So I'm basically a 3 ingredient guy. Every once in a while, I got one cocktail on the menu that I got a little crazy with, but for the most part, no, I try to keep it simple. Well, I think flavors get muddled if you get too much involved. But oh, excuse me. Just looked over here. I didn't notice. Fred, if you're still with me, how you doing? Dick, if you're still there, how you doing? You guys know if you ever have any questions or comments, throw it up there. I'll answer damn near anything. Oh. Sometimes, in all honesty, I never know what's going to help, right? Depending on the pain, would it be better to take a muscle relaxer or an anti-inflammatory, or will a couple drinks help? Sometimes one works better than the other. It just kind of depends on the pain. But I will say that the alcohol helps me relax better. Get back to Zen. I couldn't find a glass, and I couldn't find a glass, and I found it the other day. And then when I was looking for it today, I couldn't find it. So I got a little angry for a second. Wife helped me out, calmed me down. Damn, I can't find that damn glass. It was right here. But now I'm having a whiskey, so we can relax. I'm not going to get excited anymore today. And I've got the entire weekend off, so that's nice too. I got tomorrow and Sunday off, and I work Monday, but then I'm off the rest of the week because I've got that damn that old man procedure. Got that old man procedure going on. Oh, mercy. Then it's my wife's birthday, then my birthday. My wife threw me a monster party at the brewery where I worked last year. I mean, it was crazy. I was sincerely overwhelmed. I was. We pull up there, and I said it's going to be like a half a dozen people. I walk in there, and the place was packed. I said, "Oh shit!" It was fun. I mean, I probably drank a little too much because I was trying to keep it under control, but it just got away from me. Everybody just kept pouring me whiskey, and it just became a thing. But I mean, I didn't get so hammered I got fired, so that was a plus. And people kept asking, "You're gonna have another party this year?" No, that's a once a decade thing. No, there's no party this year. You guys can come in and pack the place just like you did last year, but can everybody come in? Just do it. but no, there's no party, man. I couldn't live through another one. I was sincerely overwhelmed. I've never had that many people show up for a birthday party for me. It was really overwhelming. I was very humbled by how many people showed up. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that, man. What do I do with my whiskey? There it is. So I may have a cocktail. I don't know if I'll do another video tonight or not. It's kind of late. But if I do, we'll already be into Saturday. So we'll see. Oh shit, I just realized I forgot to do something. I was supposed to make my wife a cocktail before I started, and I forgot. Damn it. Told her I was going to, but then I got frustrated looking for the glass and forgot. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh. Hope to have a nice mellow weekend. Don't really have anything planned. Like I said, we got a lot going on later. So trying to stay mellow and not spend a lot of money and trying to save for this vacation as much as possible because it's we took a large vacation for our 30th, but this one's a whole other animal, kind of caught us by surprise. So oh, but yeah, Holiday Distillery in Western Missouri, right there in McCormick. Anyways, but this is seriously high end stuff. If I'm being honest, this is very good. But I like a proof, right? Because I like those flavors before they get watered down. Their Rickhouse products are just insanely good. They do a soft red wheat, which is very nice if you prefer a wheated bourbon. I'm a traditional bourbon guy. I guess I'm kind of in the minority these days. Most younger folks do prefer wheated because they're much sweeter. They're a little softer, a little sweeter. But I'm a traditionalist, right? Rye was used in bourbon for a reason because you got to balance that corn sweetness. Oh, oh mercy. But a lot of folks do like that sweeter bourbon, and they do that soft red wheat, which is very nice. But for me, the Rick House of that original, oh, it is just insane, man. So as a youngster, I had been to certain parts of Mexico. Who mentioned which parts? And then certain parts of Canada. And then in the mid '90s, we visited my brother in Bellingham, Washington, and we went up to Vancouver together. But other than that, my wife and I really haven't gone out of the country. Well, for this upcoming vacation, we'll be visiting places we hadn't been. Never got around to getting a passport before, but we finally got around to doing that, which I guess is going to open some doors. I think we kind of intentionally never did it, so we didn't have to, I guess. Well, we just decided we just want to do this. But this upcoming vacation required us to get our passport, so we went ahead and got that done. Oh, excuse me. To say I'm a bit of a foodie might be a little understatement. I do enjoy cooking. It's the only reason my wife married me. It's all I brought to the table. But anyways, but we're going to different regions that I've never been to. So I'm really looking as a foodie. I'm looking forward to that, trying the different cuisines, and then seeing how I can, bring that back here. I'm also looking forward to, I'm a whiskey guy and a bourbon guy, but where I'm going to areas that aren't necessarily known for those things, it's more tequila and rum. So I'm kind of curious about those products as well. Maybe picking up some stuff that I know I can't get here. The only Spanish I know is to ask for a cold beer or tell somebody to kiss my ass. So I don't know how helpful that's going to be. So, If I was smart, I'd probably try to learn some, but I don't know that I've got that capacity at this stage of the game. I feel like every time I learn something, I forget something. There's only so much room in there. It's like an old computer, right? If I put more in there, something's got to come out. There's only so much space, man. Anyways, 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 I digress. Oh, see, see, can you tell the difference from the beginning of the video to the end? Obviously, I'm a lot more relaxed now. The whiskey's working. Anyways, I do feel bad I didn't fix that drink for my life. I totally forgot. I was going to do that, but then I got off track when I couldn't find the glass. So now I'm feeling bad. Oh, man. This whiskey is so good. Let me show you this glass here. This is Holiday Distillery. Yeah, this was my bosses put together this nice basket for bosses and co-workers, I guess, put together this nice birthday basket for me. And this is one of the things in there was this glass among a lot of beer and some whiskey and a whole lot of stuff. But never but the glass, man. But anyway, Slancha. Oh, mercy. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom. I am also Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and all around good guy, Slancha. Thanks for tuning in, folks.